Hey guys, how are you doing today? So it is another one. It's Ireland versus Japan. Japan actually beat Ireland in the World Cup, and who the hell expected that? So I can't wait for this one to actually see if the game would actually get it right to simulate Japan beating Ireland in this virtual World Cup. They're actually playing in Bloemfontein, I saw in this virtual World Cup, and like you saw, because the World Cup is being hosted by South Africa in this one. So yeah, my prediction is Ireland by 10, not a big margin, but I don't know. I don't think Japan will actually win uh, comfortably like they did, or actually beat them at all in this virtual World Cup. What's your prediction for this one? I don't know. I don't think Japan has it in them. Like always, we'll probably see the ball running a lot, not kicking at all. I do expect a penalty or two, maybe one from a long range or so on. But I'm just waiting for the live stream coming in from SuperBru. It is given to me by SuperBru. They give me permission, so the live stream is gonna come in, and then I'm gonna give you my reactions to it, and then we can talk about what's going on in there. So give me your prediction for today's game. I do think Ireland will win by 10 points. Also, remember before this game starts, I also have a pool on SuperBru, so you can join that as well before the game starts. Otherwise, just enjoy it. And yeah, maybe you already missed last week. I am leading the pool by luck. I don't know how I got it right. That first game with South Africa actually predicted it right, got the margin right against Argentina, beating them by 17. So was pretty chuffed with my score. The game's probably starting now in 3 minutes from now, so hey, let's hope for the best. The other games we're going to see is Georgia versus Australia. I have Australia to beat Georgia by 35. Then it's Scotland versus USA. I have Scotland to beat USA by 20, actually. And then it is Namibia versus England. I have England to beat Namibia by 32 points. The margins, they say you shouldn't predict too widely. You shouldn't predict a big defeat by 70 or so, because you never know in this virtual games. It's very quick. I mean, 20 minutes, then the whole game is over from start to finish. So yeah, you can't just predict your big score that you would usually predict. But the stream is almost coming in. It's probably starting in 2 minutes. Then we can talk and we can have a live reaction on the stream coming in from SuperBru. It says starting in 60 seconds. What is your prediction for this game? This was probably one of the best games we've seen before in the World Cup, because I mean, Japan beating Ireland, it was a big defeat. As a South African fan, it made us happy just to see another big country going down to Japan, and it wasn't just us getting that defeat against them. Okay, supposed to be starting now. The game is supposed to be starting now. The stream will probably come in a couple of seconds from now. Let me just see. If there's any volume problems, just let me know about that. Stream will probably come in soon. Okay, what's your predictions, guys? I have Ireland to win by 10 points. Yeah, you see, they're commenting, so it's supposed to be starting now. What's your pick for today? Oh, hey, Grant, how are you? Still enjoying your virtual rugby? What's your pick for today? I have Ireland by 10. As soon as it starts, I have a feeling the volume might be a little bit off, so just bear that in mind. Ireland by 12. Okay, so no one backing Japan yet. Okay, let me just get this volume going. Okay, can you still hear me? Everything's still fine? I think that's how it was set last time. You should just let me know. Ireland by 7. Okay, yeah, everyone backing Ireland so far. Okay, volume all good. That's great. So second time it is a bit better. I'm just expecting a lot of running rugby this time again. It's not gonna, because Japan, obviously they like running rugby anyway, so it's gonna be a bit more natural to them. Ireland, a bit more traditional though. But I enjoyed last week a bit. It's just the forward passes, the high tackles, that type of stuff is a bit funny in this thing. I mean, with Kulisi, I think he put his arm out for a clothesline last week and it got nothing, literally nothing. But the literal same offense by Malherbe got a yellow card. So we'll see about that. I would love it to see if Japan could get a win, though. Would be great to see if the game could actually simulate it properly like that. But I doubt it because it usually uses the statistics of the players, like the how good they are, giving every player an overall rating. So I don't know. I think Ireland's better. Yeah, Kulisi committed murder last week. 24 seconds, then it's kickoff time. Okay, just again, this was given to me by SuperBru. They gave me permission to use it, so yeah, just bear that in mind, guys. Thanks. It is their feed. I can't take credit for this whole tournament. Kickoff time. Just let me know if there is any volume problems.
Ireland beat Australia 9-6 in Dublin. This was the
That
first
is a
time
bit loud, so yeah, I
defeated.
should probably change
this one is too tight to call. There's so little between the teams. My comments man for this match is Justin Marshall. Plenty to talk about heading into this game.
Right,
Justin.
that looks pretty on point for their team. Sexton, everything.
Here is in very, very good condition.
Stockdale, I want to see him in this game.
So it will come down to who brings the most passion. It's all set for outstanding
Rory Best.
So a lot to look forward to in this game.
Fukuoka. I wonder how good he is in this game. Is he also going to get a realistic sidestep like Colby got last week? Colby got a vicious sidestep last week, playing really realistically.
The kickoff snapped up. Solid contest, won again by
Okay, Japan has it back. Oh no, Ireland has it back.
Back in the back to his feet quickly and wrestling for the ball.
Yeah, that was a high tackle. High tackle, yellow card again, like last week. Yellow card in the first couple of minutes. Just like Malherbe was sent off in the second minute last time. Same thing with who was that? Ori. Shota Ori.
The ball is in touch. So line out.
Yeah, I also thought of that Van der Vlier. It's a South African name, but I don't think it is. Let me Google this while I'm busy. I've actually thought of that. I wonder.
Takes it down. On comes the drive. And
born in Ireland. He's not.
Keeps the ball moving.
He's not from South Africa. Ireland going through. Oh, weird pass. He was completely through and then passed behind him, and now Japan has advantage there.
He's playing advantage.
They were making good ground there and getting close.
The number 9 picks it up. Oh dear, that's a crucial error. Right in the worst
guys can commit murder in this game in the first tackle. It's kind of just how the game works. Okay, Japan has a very defensive scrum here. I remember scrumming in this game was horrible because you had to flick the two stuff up. What do you call this? Analogs. To flick them up every time to get that thing in sequence. Oh, that was difficult. It wasn't my favorite thing. It broke remotes, that scrumming, especially if you were in a difficult level. Hey, Japan kicking it out already on defense. Yeah, I remember that game. I actually want to rewatch that game. Would you guys be interested if I rewatched the whole actual game?
One against
The
the throw.
actual game of Ireland versus Japan. I
That's
think
a
that would be a
lovely
great one
pass.
to rewatch.
Jinks his way past.
Japan running with it.
Murphy
He could
looks
get
a
an offload
sudden
through
burst
there. That
of
would have been
speed.
great.
Charges. Pushes through with a big
Kick into
run.
the 22. It's a weird kick, but it might work for them.
Hurls,
But in
snaps
this
it up.
game, guys run from everywhere.
So they get them all going.
So there's actually more kicking than South
Now
Africa
it's
kicked in the whole
underway.
game last week.
Healy has
They've already
it
kicked
as
twice.
they try to keep this moving. Hurls with a little dab.
A weird flick kick thing. Oh, I see the thing's buffering. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys.
The number 13 gets a kick away to relieve pressure.
He'll be wanting to make
Don't know
amends
what's
for
going
leaving
on.
his
Other
mates a
people
man
in the
short.
house are probably also connecting to the Wi-Fi. It happens. Everyone's in lockdowns or everyone's on the internet. You guys are probably struggling with the same thing.
Contested here and lost by Japan.
Yeah, Rugby 08
Yeah,
on the
some
PC.
more.
I remember
And
you
make
had to
ground
run
with
with
this
your
ball.
left fingers, but you couldn't run diagonally. You had to
Ryan is
kind of tap
controlling
your
it
two
at the back.
fingers like that to kind of
Front
get
rower
the guy to
looking for
zigzag
the
over
kick.
the field. You couldn't run diagonally.
He's stolen it. Sends it flat. Labuscatni crashing
Yeah, I
it
was thinking of doing a few actual
it's over,
games as
Japan.
live streams. I'm getting into the live streams, but it's a difficult thing to actually get into the start. It's a special thing. Oh, you had work,
to keep the
Grant.
ball alive here.
Okay, no. Can't do that. Working at a
rugby
varsity,
finds a
we're
runner.
probably not going to be going
Lynch tackles the
back
man
to
with
the
ball.
varsity in a while.
The
The
ref
students
wants
are
him to
being
let it
told
go.
they're not going back for a
Thompson
long
pushes
time.
it on. And he
Yeah,
loses
no.
some ground there. They might still have it. Murphy
No,
leaves it
Japan's
on.
still going with it.
Shut
Japan
down with a
kicking
brutal
again.
tackle.
I actually thought the game's not going to kick at all. That was a
And
great
it
kick.
bounces into touch.
Fullback was asleep, but
And they'll
hey,
take the line out.
great kick. I actually thought the game prefers not to kick when it's simulating. I thought that's probably the problem last week, but looks like it actually does kick sometimes.
And it's not the best line out. In fact, it's lost. Going
Weird run.
nowhere in that tackle. The ball's being contested.
Japan is
The captain
dominating,
gives it off now.
but not in the territory isn't dominating, but his position. So that he's through.
The left
Fukuoka is
with a
through.
good burst of
Nope.
speed.
He should have
Holding
sidestepped.
onto the
Stop.
ball until the support arrives.
Not
Oh,
releasing
here's a penalty.
Ireland's ball.
He knows better than to do something
That's
like that. And
a
now he's
typical
given away
thing
a
that would
penalty.
actually happen in real life. Your wing would
They'll
make
get
a
the
nice
touch here.
break, and then you're like, oh, we have great field position, and then he holds on to the ball.
And that's a line out.
Lineouts. Is it going to be skew again, like in the South Africa game? Ah, straight.
Ryan grabs
Perfect.
it.
It was a very good line out.
Ireland going
Passes
wide,
delivered
going back
inside.
into the traffic.
Murray running at pace and power. There's the ball. Ryan, decent meters made on that
They
charge.
keep going back into the
Stander has it at
traffic
the
here.
back of the
Yeah,
maul.
no sidestep. Fukuoka is very good at sidestepping. He's like the
O'Malley
Japanese
finds support.
Colby.
The left winger stretches his legs.
He's also a sevens player.
Murray
They
delivers
wanted
it on.
him to play
The centre
in the
seems
Olympics
done.
now in
And finally
this
taken
year
the
for
ground
the
now.
sevens team, but it didn't happen. I wonder if
Yep,
he's going to
it's
play
still
now
on their
because he
side.
also retired actually. He said
Pass
this would have
inside.
been his last game.
The open side
Was
flanker
last
charging
tournament.
his way downfield.
Ireland's very
Murray delivers
attacking
the
at the
ball.
moment. Ah, through. Has decisive here.
Only 10
Oh,
metres
what
away.
the?
The front rower charges towards the
How's
top.
that guy not out of the field? He had to be out.
And he's
What?
So happy about that.
I swear that guy was out of touch. Come on. What? No, man. Look at this. Look at this. This guy was out. What? I want to see action replay. TMO time.
and the conversion to come.
No,
Very
come on.
important conversion here.
If that wasn't out, I was close. But that would have been TMO time in real life. The only legend that would call that one is someone like Nigel Owens. He's a legend. He would call that one and be correct with it as well. But okay, apparently he wasn't out to try. If that was a try in real life, that would have been on a highlights reel for a long time.
Omani delivers it to a runner.
What?
Sprints away. Nice tackle, but not before he made plenty of ground. Gets away from the first defender.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Try time again for Ireland. They're just tearing them up now. I still can't go over that other try though. So this one was probably more realistic than the previous one if you guys had to vote.
Yeah, he's done very well there. Breaks away. And
yeah, that one was more realistic.
Too fast.
Yes, indeed. Shot at goal, still to come.
Extend. Probably put it over. Hey, here's an interesting question. Do you think he's going to make the Lions tour? There's a lot of guys up north saying he's not making it. That actually looks like Bloemfontein Stadium. That really looks like Bloemfontein Stadium. Remember, they're playing at Bloemfontein. They even have the correct sponsors, most of them. That's the old Puma sponsors, but hey. The green seats there at the top just looks like Bloemfontein Stadium.
Oman waits. Sexton takes him in a nice tackle. A good pass.
What would I give for a World Cup to be in South Africa again?
Yamanaka
I would literally watch any game that's played here. Any and every game. If I could afford it. Line out. Is it going to be straight?
They're playing well at the moment.
Nope.
Ryan
but it is straight according to the ref.
Work at the line out.
They're going out wide. Wow. That was an actual line. That would have been a brilliant line in rugby.
Murphy shows good technique in the tackle.
They are doing great work so far.
Massive.
Do they have this still? Yes, they do. Best bursting through with that run. Inshaw moves it back.
Massive tackle again. I'm pretty on song with my prediction. I said by 10. Grant, you said by how? Ireland by 7.
Moves it on. And they have to come back for the scrum.
Forward pass.
Yes, things falling
Scrum
apart
time.
there, Nisbo. A bit untidy, really.
And a good battle going on here.
They're probably just going to kick it out. I don't know. These guys usually do something strange like that.
The ball is out, collected by the number 9.
Running with it. Wow.
The left winger stretching out.
Whoa.
Spins it off.
What the?
Flicks a little bit.
He's going for it. Nah, out. Half time.
Not the tidiest of matches.
Luckily, we don't have to wait for half time. Usually, this would have been beer time now. Refill time. Possession 90% Ireland. I feel that might be a bit wrong, but okay. 90% Ireland.
We'll see how the next 40 minutes pans out.
He kicked short.
Yeah, the top stand in Bloemfontein is usually empty, Chester. But they're simulating it right then. I mean, to be honest, I think if in Bloemfontein, Ireland and Japan played, people would probably not watch it. I don't know. Might be wrong, but I don't know.
You just don't want to be giving penalties away.
Yeah, Japan needs a penalty or drop kick. Would be closer to my score.
We'll put this into touch.
I mean, I'm from here. I know what people like to see. I doubt it would be a full game, even though it is close and it has that massive thing of Japan actually beating Ireland in the actual World Cup. I doubt they'll actually go watch it.
And it's important to get good quality ball like that.
Absolutely.
Bloemfontein, yeah, it's only me and my family. Look, Bloemfontein, the stadium is packed if it's a massive game. That was a red card, come on, that has to be. What?
He could be in real trouble for that.
A yellow card again for that close line. Yeah,
So
Bloemfontein
we've got a
Stadium
man
is
returning
packed
here. He's done
when
his time and will be raring to get back into action.
when there's a big game like the Springboks playing. Then everyone from the Northern Cape and the whole of the Free State comes to watch like the Springboks playing because it's a big game. For a World Cup though, for a smaller game or a game that a team that no one follows in South Africa, I doubt it. The All Blacks played here against any other team, it will probably still be full. Australia, maybe England, it will not be full. Yeah, it's not ever going to be full if it's not the Springboks. But I've been on the stadium and with the Springboks match, and it was absolutely jam packed. Big tackle again. Japan has had 2 yellow cards for these clothesline tackles.
Quickly on now. Ryan scampers
Ireland going wide again. Try time.
Stander has got a bit of room here, and off he goes.
Yeah, no. The Japan's not going to do anything in this game.
They have some real continuity in their play. That's a good result.
This actually looks like an old kit of Japan. An older one, probably like the 2008 kit.
You can see his pace here. It is remarkable.
Yeah, the lineouts are so skewed.
But it was a great pass that set him up.
They've got their 5.
Luckily, Rugby is still blowing the line out properly. The scrums, you can put a feed in skew, but the line outs
That one swings
better.
away to the left.
Yeah, it wasn't a great angle to work with, was it?
I didn't want to say it, Grant, but there was a big war
Now
over
the
here back
kickoff.
in the day. So
Kick off nicely taken in. Took a few attempts, but they got him.
hey, if it's England versus the Springboks, the one that I actually watched here, then it's jam-packed. But I think there was literally like 5 English fans, literally. And they had to get out of that stadium very quickly when the game was over.
Simply magical, folks.
Great.
I remember it was that game where people said, okay, South Africa is on the comeback. Just, I think, when was it? 2018. South Africa is on the comeback. It was Khaleesi's first game as a captain. That was a great thing to watch.
Shot at goal still to come, and chance for
I
another
might
2
be
points.
confusing things, man, but
And he
I think
should
it
be
was
able to
that
land
one.
this one, even though there's a bit of an angle on it. Now the kick, and just wide by the looks of it.
Yeah, your rugby grounds are so small, but I don't know. I feel your stadiums are probably more a sense of community, or I don't know. You know people who's there in the which seat almost. You know that's that guy's seat. You know Fred's seat. He always sits there, and I don't know. I almost think that's how it works, and I would love to actually go to a club seat or to a club match.
The lineouts haven't been a great aspect of their game, have they?
Moore is controlling it at the back. Murphy is pushed back in a great tackle. Leach looks for options.
Just
And a good show of strength there to beat the tackle.
yeah, your prediction is completely gone. Mine as well, unless Japan scores a couple of tries now. I say 12.
He was nailed in that one. Release. Rugby is formed. He has to release. The number 10 has it now.
Funny as much as it sounds, I think in your club matches in those small stadiums, there's a lot more like atmosphere than we have in our big stadiums. But that's if our stadiums aren't full. Our stadiums are full, but there's a lot of singing and dancing, and yelling, a lot of yelling.
Yes, a bit of a loose ball down there, Nisbo.
This is a more. And they've got it at the back there. Deep
Ireland kicking again. The guys are actually kicking in this match. I think they tweaked the settings or something because the guys are actually kicking. Another kick. This guy from Japan is literally offside. But okay, he almost caught the kick.
The ball's being contested. The number 9 picks the ball up.
Imagine rugby if you could kick the ball and everyone was still on side. That would change things so much.
Moore pushes it on. Crowd enjoyed that tackle. He pushes the pass further. Ball goes inside. He got away briefly, but was dragged down.
Yeah, I want to go watch club games. I mean, Bloom club games are still not the same.
Best
Bloom
for the
club
pick.
games, it's usually
No way through.
these teams. Varsity cup games are big.
And
I
he's
mean,
shaken up
we
by
have
the run.
CUT versus
So a
versus
maul
Coffs
here.
and it's
And it's
massive.
there now. And he shows the
And
dummy.
CUT is leading.
Ryan
It's a
is a
varsity
crack.
where I work. I love it.
Very
Because
good
we're
defence
supposed to be
here.
the smaller one.
Murray crunchy.
It's really good when they're not fighting. Is there a lot of fighting in the club games over
Advantage was
there?
being played, so back for the scrum.
Forward pass Ireland again.
When he looks back, he will realise he's made a horrible mistake.
Japan has been very physical in this game, but they haven't done anything. Hey, Haka Time Rugby, how are you doing, man?
Some depth of power going
Thanks.
on in the scrums. A brutal contest in the scrum. Ireland have stolen this.
Ireland gonna go for another try. Yeah, over.
The
Another
centre
one.
gets his second.
And with the way the game has been going, they'll certainly be happy with that.
Ah, I understand. But Chester, when I go to England, I'm planning to go there maybe
And
end
here's
of the year
impact.
or
Everybody just
start
does
of
the
next
right
year
job.
or somewhere there.
I think you're
I'm
right,
gonna
Justin.
organize a nice seat with you in the bath stand, right?
Kick it
Yeah,
goal,
club
still to
games
come.
in Cape
looking to
Town
add
are
an extra
huge.
two here.
Over here
Still
in,
some work to
in
do with this kick,
Bloemfontein
though.
isn't that big, but yeah.
Not a good
Yeah,
kick
man,
there.
I'm missing
I
rugby
think
a
it'll
lot. I
just
mean,
miss.
I'm watching virtual
No.
rugby,
Just
which isn't
wide.
very
That's a great
realistic. I
angle
mean,
to hit
Japan
from
is
there. Not
not doing
surprising to see
anything in
him
this
miss.
match, but yeah,
Just
missing
returning from the
rugby a
back
lot.
end, this though.
But what can we do? Luckily for you guys over there in New Zealand, you're gonna get rugby one of these days.
The first 5 restarts. Oman
Months
snaps up
away
the
from
kick.
that.
Some great catching skills.
I just want Japan to score now. It's one of those matches
Murray
where you
gets
just
the
want
ball
the
to the
underdog
support play.
to score.
And the ball lost forward.
Advantage.
So he's
Japan has the
playing
ball back.
advantage here.
He really should have been able to take the ball from the look of it, but he lost it.
Shut down with a brutal tackle.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I would definitely vlog that. I'm not a big vlogger.
Number 14
It
pulls it
feels
out of the
awkward
back.
watching a match
So
while
they'll
watching
come
a
back for the
stream
scrum here.
that's watching you. But
Let's see
hey,
how the scrum
I would
responds here.
love doing that. I've always wondered which team I actually support in England. I think
Now with a
for foreigners,
sizable
we
lead.
actually just support the team that
Good push
has
up
the
from
most
both
of our
teams.
country. Like at the moment, I really
They've
like
turned it.
Sale and Gloucester, but hey, it's probably because there's a lot of South
Now,
Africans.
flick.
I used to like Bath a
We're
lot
into
because
the
Crunch are
last few
local.
ticks of the clock now.
Omani gets the ball away.
Yeah,
Sexton
June
back
13th.
to his
As
feet.
far as I know, we're going to
Offering
get
for
the
the ball.
streams over here in South Africa as well. We're going to have to wake up
Back he
very,
goes.
very early, 5
Tried
o'clock
to
in the
turn it
morning on
over
a
quickly.
Saturday, 3 o'clock in the
Left
morning
wing
on a
finds
Sunday, but we're
support.
going to wake up for it.
Taken down in a brutal tackle.
Wow,
Letting it
that's
go.
old.
Ball,
145 years old.
the halfback and the pick
Very
and go.
old.
So just a few minutes remaining here.
Yeah, we have
And
clubs
unable
over here
to
that's
fend
like
off the
a
tackler.
couple of years old. The biggest rivalries over here is like
Back rower with a running opportunity
Bobby's
again.
Park Police.
Real chance here. Japan, good solid defense.
Yeah, you see, Grant, same thing. We
Murray
usually
grabs it
just
out of the
support
back.
the team where
And
Oh,
they'll go back for the
players play.
22 restart.
Okay, Japan has a kickoff like a couple of seconds before the end of the match. Nice. Gonna kick off and they're
First
gonna kick
5
out and it's over.
restarts from the 22.
Oh yeah, Luke Watson was there as well.
Powerful
Luke
defense.
Watson. Very good line kick for a line out, but
And that's the
that
game.
didn't help.
Ireland
So
victorious
Japan did
over
absolutely
Japan.
nothing. My prediction was
Very
completely
good
wrong,
play.
and I
Good to
probably
see them
didn't get
reward their
any points on
fans.
SuperBru.
We've come a
That's
long
awesome.
way to watch them here.
A respectable game of rugby. Just too strong in the end. They win comfortably. The amount of time they spent in the opposition half is a
Yeah,
very
only 20
telling
points
statistic
short.
in this game. They couldn't hold
That
on
was
to
a
the ball
big
well
one.
enough.
I actually had a
The
good
Irish
weekend this
simply
previous
dominated
one.
this
Or the
game
first
from
round. It
start
was
to
actually a
finish.
good one, but not this
That's all
time.
we've got time for. See you next time.
Connacht. I don't know the stadium. I'll actually look up a bit. Like I said, I'm still learning the Pro 14. It's not something I actually know. It's something I kind of picked up just because the Cheetahs are playing there and so on. But something I want to learn and something I want to get more. But yeah, no, I don't know it. You say it's cool, I'll quickly go check that out as well, Chester. Did I get the yellow cap as well? Awesome. What was the other predictions then? I'm trying to quickly check here. I don't actually know how it works on the PC. I'm usually on my phone. Okay, guys, that was cool. I hope you enjoyed it. The next one is a South African game. Can't remember which one. So what's the next game? Grant, you probably know it's South Africa versus Italy on Wednesday. I'm going to be covering that. By the looks of it, they say 12 o'clock, but it's probably going to be 1 o'clock. I'll be streaming that one. Stadium review series. I would love to do that. It's just, I feel if I want to do it properly, I need to actually be at stadiums or have seen stadiums. I can do stadium reviews on how they look from the outside or just how I see them from my perspective. But yeah, that's about it. I'm trying to figure out where the scores are. I don't know actually how SuperBru works on the computer. How much did I get? Results. Yeah, no, I did not do well in this one. Not well at all. In Galway. Okay, so yeah, but the thing is, literally, if it says 1 o'clock now or 12 o'clock for me, literally the morning of the game they changed the time. So I'm thinking it will probably be later. I'm just hoping it's not going to be the highlights reel. If it is a highlights reel, I'm going to be very disgusted and then I have to watch a different game. So let me just see for backup what other game I'm going to watch. Backup would probably be, which one would you guys want? New Zealand versus Samoa or France versus Fiji? If I couldn't cover the South Africa versus Italy game. Yeah, I'd love this. Wales, Argentina. Yeah, you see, the bottom two ones are usually highlights, as I've seen now in the previous 2 weeks. So the top two ones, I think they're going to probably show, which is New Zealand and Samoa and France versus Fiji. But I'm not sure. They're not really telling me much. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Both of them look interesting. New Zealand, I have a lot of fans in New Zealand. It's just a difficult time for them to watch. France, Fiji, that's going to be a fun one to watch. I just don't know if I'm going to get a lot of people actually watching that afterwards, but that doesn't matter. Okay, guys, that was fun. Let me know down in the comments or now quickly in the comments which one you would prefer. But otherwise, then I'll see you Wednesday. I'm going to try and do my weekly news video tomorrow. And then my Does Size Matter video, that's coming up a little bit later in this week. I didn't work on it much last week. Last week I stressed a lot for other stuff. So yeah, that's coming up later. Yeah, Fiji France would be the last test there. That would have not been the way to say goodbye to the old lady. Okay, Sharp Grunt, I'll still decide which one to watch. Then I'll chat to you guys soon. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Cheers.